As you know, we got a brother here from Houston, our brother Marie, and brother Juan. And thank Allah for making your arrival and your drive here safe. Glad to have you here today.
I'm glad to be here, brother.
We're here every Sunday, but I know that's a long trip. But, as you know, we have Muhammad's Temple. We have our search. The reason for the search, as you already know, is for your protection as well as our own. As we know, in the demise of our brother Malcolm, on that particular day, he didn't have a search. And was infiltrated with weapons and led up into his death. So that's the reason for our search. On my left, we have an actual facts board. And at every meeting company you go to, you'll probably have one. And I always say, on this board, it's trillions of years of knowledge. It's right here on this board. I'm not going to be the one to go through it and break it down, but I just want you to know it's more than what you perceive.
Yes, sir.
The red, white, and blue. Like I say, the red, the white, and the blue, they all mean something. You know, we look at it as just American flag. You know, being basically Christianity, it falls under this. Then in the middle of this, we have a question. Which one will survive the war of Armageddon? And as we believers know, we already know the answer to this question.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Then you have Islam on my father written down. On that particular flag, you see a moon and a star with a red base. And like I said again, when you look at it, all you see is flag. But deep down, there's a meaning behind each one of those symbols.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Let's go back to Christianity again. We have slavery, suffering, and death. As we all know, at one time, we were probably Christians, the majority of us. You probably ask yourself, the slavery, suffering, and death under Christianity, what does that mean? As you keep coming to the temple, all these things will be broken down and answered to you.
Yes, sir.
Also under Christianity, you see the sign of the cross. You see the cross, and the first thing we think about is Jesus. Why?
Good question.
But as we know, this cross is a sign of death.
That's right.
So like I say, all these things mean, we see them as what they are, but they each have a different meaning. Also, to the left of Christianity, you see this black man hanging on a tree. Now from the knowledge that we have of ourselves, we know that that's happening. And it's still happening today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Black men are being killed. They're not hanging from a tree. Now they're being shot, dead in the streets.
Yes, sir.
So all these negative things falls under Christianity, which is represented by red, white, and blue. But Islam, you see the moon, the star, and the red background. Also under Islam, you see freedom, justice, and equality. Those are some of the things we, black men and women in America, have really yet to see.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We know it exists, but do it exist for us? The question I would like to ask each and one of you today is really, why are you here? Are you here for your social status, be part of a Muslim? Are you here to obtain knowledge, to make you go farther in life? Are you looking for something to better yourself or to better someone you know that's close to you? So the question again is, why are you here? I can't answer that question for us. So you have to look into yourself and ask yourself that. Why are you really here? Are you really trying to make a difference for yourself and our people? Are you really, why are you here? That's the question.
Good question.
Yes, sir.
And as a believer in Islam, we have our laws, we have our restricted laws that we all must follow. And it's like making a choice between what's right and wrong. It's easy to do wrong.
Yes, sir.
It's very hard to do right.
Yes, sir. That's right.
And under Islam, there is no wrong. We practice to be God-like, so we have to be right.
Yes, sir.
And it's very hard to do sometimes, at times. But that's what we're striving for. We are the mirrors of the world. When people see the brothers and people see the sisters dressed as we are, they ask themselves a question. How can I get like that person?
Yes, sir.
The way we carry ourselves once we leave this room, people look at us
Yes, sir.
and they know we are different. Why are they different?
Yes, sir.
Good question.
Why did that brother carry himself upright?
Yes, sir.
Why did that sister walk like she owns the world? So those are the questions that the people without the knowledge of the teaching of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad are asking themselves. They're afraid to come through the door and get the knowledge from the one who knows. But the question is there. And it's up to us to be that mirror.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And if we fall, then they look at all of us as if we have failed.
Yes, sir.
So brothers and sisters, I have never seen or met the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And I wish that I had.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But with the teachings that I have received from our minister,
Yes, sir.
who was taught by the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, I feel that every time I hear his voice, I'm in the presence of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir. No doubt.
That's right.
And I always say that we, believe it or not, the black man and woman here in San Antonio, Texas, without knowledge of self, God, or the devil, are so blessed, without them even knowing it, that we have one with us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We have one with us, that the one that God taught has taught.
Yes, sir.
And that's the closest you can get to the original
Yes,
in
sir.
this day and time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So brothers and sisters, I would like to bring up our beloved minister, Minister Basir Muhammad.
In the most holy name of Almighty God, who came in the personage of Master Farad Muhammad. We are the Lost Foundation of Islam, Yemen, Brothers in South America, can never give enough thanks and praise to Allah for raising up from among us
Yes, sir.
His last and greatest messenger,
Yes, sir.
the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. I greet you, my brothers and sisters, with the greetings of peace and paradise. Assalamu alaikum. We're happy to see each and every one of you here today, looking out on you and seeing your smiling faces, showing that you're happy,
Yes, sir.
happy to be here among your brothers and sisters in unity.
That's right.
As the Honorable Elijah Muhammad says, there's nothing more greater than unity.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is why Allah came,
That's right.
to bring us together in unity so that we could be delivered from this land of bondage
That's
That's
right.
right.
into a land of our own and good
Yes,
substance.
sir.
I'm going to briefly go into the history of Yakub.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We know that Allah taught the Honorable Elijah Muhammad,
That's right, that's right.
walked with him, ate with him,
Yes, sir.
his companion for 3.5 years.
Yes, sir.
Right. Think about it.
Some say he left, but there are those who don't know.
Yes, sir.
because I remember times when Sister Clara Muhammad would tell me she answered the phone and she knew it was Allah on the other end. And she would immediately give the phone to the messenger. And this was in the 60s.
Yes, sir.
So, we know the presence of Allah is here
Yes, sir.
because we are here.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And Allah came to do a job.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And it's not done until it's completed. We know that time brings about a change.
Yes, sir.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad has taught us there's 196,940,000 square miles of this planet that we are living on.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
57,255,000 square miles is land.
Yes, sir.
139,685,000 miles of water.
Yes, sir.
So here we are, sitting here on this planet without a place of our own.
Yes, sir.
Right. Think about that.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches us that the earth is approximately 25,000 square miles. Although 24,896 square miles is what we are taught in our lessons,
Yes, sir.
but it rounded off as 25,000 square miles.
Yes, sir.
So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad says the wise scientists, 24, 12 majors and 12 minors, they sit around the throne.
Yes, sir.
And in year one of our 25,000 year cycle, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that they write history
Yes, sir.
for 25,000 years in advance.
Yes, sir.
That these men are so wise, they can look down through time and tell exactly what is going to happen
Yes, sir.
for 25,000 years. And these 12 majors and 12 minors sit around and they discuss the history without saying a word.
Yes, sir.
They talk to each other through telepathy.
Yes, sir.
Think about that.
And after they reach their decision, then the one that sits on the throne says, so be it, and it is.
Yes, sir.
So history was written in the year one, not in the year 8,400. One would be born by the name of Yakub.
Yes, sir.
At the age of 6, Yakub discovered that after playing with two rocks, two stones, one had magnet and the other one didn't.
That's right.
And the one that had magnet drew the other to it.
Yes, sir.
So he knew then about unlike attracts.
Think about that.
So he told his uncle, he said, Uncle, when I get of age, I'm going to build, graft the people out of my own people, and they would rule for 6,000 years.
Think about
His uncle said, son, what would you make other than one that would bring bloodshed and mischief in the land? So he told his uncle, say, I know that which you know not.
Think about it.
So he began to study the law of genetics.
Yes, sir.
And he found in the black man, there was two genes, germs, and down through a history of time, he discovered every so often there was an albino born from two black people.
Yes,
At
sir.
that time, there was no one on the planet but black.
Yes, sir.
Pass this around. The sisters around. Being that he knew that he could grab out of the black man and black woman a nation. So after studying the law of genetics, he knew that over a period of time, that if he had enough people following him, that he could grab a nation out of the black man and black woman.
Yes, sir. Right.
So, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told us that he began going around to people and checking them out, finding out who was satisfied and who was not.
Yes, sir.
And he recruited all those who were dissatisfied that he could.
Yes, sir.
He was going to make a nation out of dissatisfaction
Yes, sir.
to rule.
Yes, sir.
So he began to get people, about hundreds,
Yes, sir.
to unite with him. And then the people began to get afraid of what was going on. And they went to the king and told him about this man that was getting these people together.
Yes, sir.
And they had rounded up most of them and put them in a confine. They didn't have jails at the time, but they had confines where they put them. And the king went to the confine and he asked Yakub, "Are you Mr. Yakub?" And Yakub said, "Yes, I am." He said, "History was written about you. And we know that this is the time that you would come into power." So he made an agreement with Yakub that if he rounded up all of his followers, he would give them transportation to an island where he could go on with his process, because history had to be fulfilled.
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So Yakub agreed, and he took a little over 60,000 together. And he put them on ships. And on the way to the island of Patmos, which is in your Bible,
Yes, sir.
he checked everyone out. And all of those he found that was fruitful and could multiply, he saved. Those who was rejected, he threw them overboard.
Yes, sir.
So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said when they got to the island of Patmos, there was only 59,999.
Yes, sir.
And Yakub made it 60,000.
Yes, sir.
So he began the law of gravitation.
Yes, sir.
he had it known to the doctors,
That's right, that's right.
nurses,
True.
cremators,
Yes, sir.
and all those who in authority that anyone at the age of maturity that could reproduce, they were to marry. But no two black of the same shades of color could marry.
That's right.
One had to be a shade lighter than the other. And if they wanted to get married, they had to go to the doctor, and the doctor would check them out and tell them, you know, well, their blood don't match. Go back. And the devil practiced that law up until recently.
Yes, sir.
You couldn't get married unless you go get a blood test.
Yes, sir.
He tells you why you could or couldn't.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So anyway, if a baby was born that was blacker than parents, they were given to the cremator.
True.
That's right.
The nurse was told that she was to stick a needle into his brain at birth until the mother was a stillborn, and that was going on to heaven to make a place for them when they get there.
Yes, sir.
The Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that this is where black people got that from, the devil teachings, that we all meet up in heaven somewhere.
That's true.
Our children, our loved ones will be waiting for us.
Yes, sir.
But anyway, after this was going on for a period of time, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said the first 200 years they were all brown. The blacks had been eliminated.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And then the next 200 years, they came out red and yellow.
Yes, sir.
In the last 200 years, they came out white, pale skin, blonde hair and blue eyes.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
sir.
They were a frightening sight.
Yes, sir.
As the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that
Yes, sir.
when they left the island of Patmos,
Yes, sir.
yeah, down.
Yes, sir.
When they left the island of Patmos and went back into the Holy Lands,
That's right. Yes, sir.
they began to make trouble. Yakub had taught them the law of technology, deception, and how to rule by dividing and conquering.
Yes, sir.
So Yakub didn't live to see the 6,000 year gravitation. He only lived 151 years, but his law was the same,
Yes, sir.
and it's been the same for 6,000 years. Divide and conquer.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's how he ruled. So among brothers and sisters, among the sisters, and they would tell one lies about another. Say, I saw your husband with another sister in the alley And they began to cause them to fight among themselves.
Yes, sir.
So the king decided that we must round them all up and get them out of the Holy Land, because this is a land of peace.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And he rounded them all up, put them in the cable tow, marched them across the hot sands of the Arabian desert
Yes, sir.
into the hillsides and caves of Europe.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
And he marched them all the way across the desert into the hillsides and caves of Europe. They lost all knowledge of self.
Yes, sir.
They had been stripped down to nothing, and all they had was some sheepskin to cover their body. They learned this in masonry.
Yes, sir.
It's one of the secrets of masonry, beginning the cable tow. But anyway, I'm not going to teach you about masonry because this subject takes 3 to 4 hours.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to hit the main points
Yes, sir.
and try to let you know about this enemy
Yes, sir.
that we are facing today.
Yes, sir.
So they got into the caves and hills of Europe, and they were crawling. They had walked the hot sands. And as they crawled into the caves and the hillsides of Europe, they were on all fours.
Yes, sir.
So the men would have to go and hunt for food, and he made friends with the wild jackal,
Yes, sir.
the dog.
Yes, sir.
Think about that.
The dog would protect the family when the men were away hunting.
Yes, sir.
And the women on all fours, the dog on all fours,
Teach.
and the dog began to amalgamate with the woman.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's why you find today the woman loved that dog.
Yes, sir.
Black women don't know. They want to be like the white woman, but the white woman loved that dog for a reason.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So you see a black woman with a dog, she don't know what it's for.
Right.
She just mocking the white woman.
That's right.
So here we are today, and we are going to show you a picture.
Yes, sir.
Of it shows you that the women and the dog were lovers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And when you see that, you will know that that is why today you find that there were people talking about werewolves.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Teach.
Well, they are still having puppies.
Yes, sir.
It shows you here a baby with a tail. I want you to know about this because we didn't print those pictures The white man printed them himself.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And I had another picture that, I don't know, I must have left it. But it shows you a white woman holding a dog baby in her arms. You see the movies where people turn into werewolves.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But that is a reality. It's not something that we are saying. It is real.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is why they have told you the devil had tails.
Think about it.
Listen.
There are nurses who have been in the ER
Sir.
where women were given birth. They had special instructions that when a white woman gave birth, the baby with a tail, they were to cut it off at birth.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And this is what they call circumcising.
Oh. Oh, my goodness.
Black people don't understand
Yes, sir.
what's really going on.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Yes, sir. Think about it.
So, black people circumcise their sons by cutting the foreskins off. And we have to understand that in the caves and hillsides of Europe where
Right.
all this was going on,
Yes, sir.
for 2,000 years, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us in the history of Yakub that this went on until Moses went to raise them up
Yes, sir.
and teach them back into the knowledge of self. That they had been there in the caves for 2,000 years and they only had 4,000 years left to rule.
Yes, sir.
So Moses went among them and taught them how to build fire and cook their food. They ate their food raw.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Most of them still do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you got black people today that walk in a restaurant, I want to have raw steak. They want to do everything the white man do.
That's what they do. Yes, sir.
You got a society of black people running around here that don't know who they are
Right.
or what they're supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
You look at the movies and you see black women acting and imitating white women, black housewives and all that,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
with wigs on, all colors and everything.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
They don't know themselves and they are searching, but they can't find a place where they can identify and be accepted.
That's right.
They're fighting among each other on the movies, showing you.
Right.
Dissatisfied with each other. Why? Because none of them know the knowledge of self.
Yes, sir. That's right.
If they had known the knowledge of self, they would love self.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
They're bringing children into this world, socializing with the enemy.
Yes, sir.
So the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said that Moses taught them back into the knowledge of self. That they had to get out of that cave, those caves, and go back into civilization because they had 4,000 years left to rule.
That's right.
So when they came out of the caves, they saw the black man. They said the children would throw rocks at them.
Yes, sir.
He said Yakub wrapped the devil.
Yes, sir.
They knew that he was the devil. So he began to go into the lands of the east and began to make trouble
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
again. Fighting and killing, taking a place for themselves from among the black people.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
War was never known until the devil came out of the cave.
Yes, sir. That's right.
And your history tells you about all those who went into Africa and Asia,
Think about
fighting and killing, that the people didn't fully understand the white man.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Many people on the islands and places where they went, when they saw a white man, they thought he was a god.
That's true.
That's
right.
The movies he shows you, tells you that if you go onto an island or something, the people start bowing and worshiping him.
Yes, sir. That's right. Yes, sir.
Why? Because he's strange, he's something that they've never seen before.
That's right.
And the next thing you know, he's ruling the island.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Good point, Father. Yes, sir.
Taking the women.
Yes, sir.
So this goes on. And as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has taught us, that the devil didn't make any real progress until
Yes, sir.
a few hundred years ago.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's right.
Because he couldn't make progress when the world didn't believe in him.
That's right.
So he had to divide and conquer and make the people believe in him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He tells you everywhere he went, he destroyed temples,
Yes, sir.
writings,
That's right. Yes, sir.
so the future generation that come along would know what existed before then.
That's
That's
right.
right. Yes, sir.
And he rewrote history,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and he wrote his own history.
That's right. That's right.
And the people believed that lying history
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Wow.
until the Honorable Elijah Muhammad come.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Sir.
Even today they still believe.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Why? Because they have been so brainwashed that they don't realize that they were brainwashed.
That's right. Yes, sir.
You want to tell them their history, they say, I don't want to hear it.
That's what they say.
I don't want to hear it. But regardless of whether they want to hear it or not, they're going to hear it or be destroyed.
That's
right. That's
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir. It's here.
Time has rolled around.
It's here.
We are in the 16,000 year of history.
Yes, sir.
If you read your Bible, God told them, I will give you 6 days
Yes, sir.
to do your work.
Yes, sir. That's what he said.
The 7th day belonged to God.
Yes, sir. That's right. Yes, sir.
They carry that ritual on, and every week they're doing every kind of thing wrong under the sun.
Yes, sir.
And on Sunday, the 7th day, they act like they they pretend to be worshiping God,
That's right.
That's right.
but they're worshiping the devil.
That's right.
So here we are today,
Yes, sir.
brothers and sisters.
Think about it.
We are studying self.
Yes, sir.
And in studying self, we learn that we have been without self
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
for over 400 years.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Think about it.
Our time has come because the 6,000 years of the devil rule is up.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Right.
It was up in 1914.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
That marked the end of his time. He's 100 years overdue.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Think about it.
100 years overdue. And the Bible teaches you that God had to give an extension of time. Why? Because one thing, that our time in bondage was not up until 1955.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Think about it.
So we had to learn about self.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So here we are today. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad taught us, and we have rejected our own for too long.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Yes, sir.
It is time that we realize what is going on all around us.
Yes, sir.
We see the world at war.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Your Bible teaches you there will be wars and rumors of wars.
That's right.
That's right.
Everywhere you look, there's war,
Yes, sir.
dissatisfaction.
True. That's true.
People are searching for self-rule. The white man is spending billions of dollars running all over the world trying to regain friendship
That's right.
Yes, sir.
with the nations.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Kerry's spending more time abroad
Yes, sir.
than he is at home,
Yes, sir.
Think about it.
running back and forth. You never heard of such a thing of a president and his staff traveling around the world
Yes, sir.
trying to buy friendship.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But his dollars is no good no more.
That's right.
We can depend on the white man to support us.
Yes, sir.
He can't support himself.
That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They're at each other's throat today, just as he has set nations against nations. He's against himself.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
The Senate, the House is divided.
Yes, sir.
They're against the president is against them.
Yes, sir.
Think about it.
As it says, as it was done, so shall it be done to you.
Yes,
That's right, sir.
Now everything is backfired. And here we are sitting up here with all this going on around us. What should we be doing
Yes, sir.
today?
Good question.
We prayed that the day would come when we would hear the truth,
That's right.
That's right.
and the truth would make us free.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
But now that devil's mentality is so embedded into our minds that we can't get rid of it
Yes, sir. Teach.
for attacking one another,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
using the devil's, Yakub's thoughts of divide and conquer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's right.
We continue to do what he was told to do. So Allah has said that he would punish the disbelievers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Woe to those
Yes, sir.
who reject the truth.
That's right. That's right, sir.
Yes, sir.
We hate to see our people destroyed by the masses, but every time you turn on the television, there's killing going on right here.
Yes, sir.
There's more killings going on than you've ever seen witnessed before here in America.
Right. That's right.
That's right.
This dissatisfaction is on the rise.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Young Black Mama said that when that day come that the devil's time was up, if Allah didn't destroy him outright, he would self-destruct. And that's what you see.
Yes, sir.
Self-destruct.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This devil flying a plane into the Alps,
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Think about it. Think
committing
about it.
suicide and killing 150 people.
Yes,
Yes, sir. Think
It's
about it.
dangerous
Yes, sir. Yes,
Think
sir.
about it.
to be around that devil today.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Yes,
You
sir.
never know when he's going berserk.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's right.
Going to malls, shooting them up.
Right.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
Schools, shooting them up, killing
Yes, sir.
babies.
Yes, sir.
Shooting.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Snapping.
And you look and listen to what is happening about these Christians in Muslim land.
That's right.
Mm. Yes, sir.
They're rounding them up, killing them.
That's right.
That's right.
They don't know what to do.
That's right.
It's too late for them to try to do anything.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
As it said, the devil plans, but Allah is the best of planners.
Yes, sir.
That's
That's right.
That's right.
So we have to plan with Allah.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We can't plan with this devil anymore.
Yes, sir. That's
We
right.
can't depend on the devil anymore.
That's right.
Allah came to make us independent.
Yes, sir.
So we wouldn't have to depend on nobody but self.
That's true.
Yes,
That's
sir.
right.
But we're wasting time. We must get together.
Yes, sir.
We must do our duty
Yes, sir.
as civilized black men and women.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Go out there and bring the uncivilized in here where we can teach them civilization.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
We shouldn't come to the temple and don't see anybody in there but Muslims. We should see lost browns in there.
That's right.
That's right.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
By the hundreds. The duty of the civilized is to teach the uncivilized.
That's right.
That's right.
We can't sit up here with knowledge and don't try to get that knowledge to the uncivilized out there.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
We should want for our brother what we want for ourselves.
That's right.
should never come to the temple by yourself. Everybody knows somebody out there. Why is it so hard for us to bring somebody in when we have supreme wisdom? What are we doing with it? You read your lessons and tell you what must be done. And if you don't do it, what? You have to suffer the consequence. You will be punished with severe punishment. You think Allah is going to let you come into His kingdom when you have not done your duty?
That's right.
Someone came to you. That's why you're here today.
Yes, sir.
Brothers and sisters, let's make time that we have left become a reality of what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was teaching us.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry, but our time is about to run out. But we could go on and on.
Yes, sir.
Yakub's history is not over until he's off our planet.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
That's right.
That's right, yes, sir.
And it looked like it's coming pretty fast.
Yes, sir.
Is there any questions? Yes, sir.
So my question is, did the messenger teach the knowledge that Yakub knew that his uncle did not know? Well, what was that knowledge?
Did he teach the knowledge what Yakub knew?
Yes, sir, because he told his uncle that I know what you know not. So there must have been a bigger picture that Yakub knew that his uncle did not know, besides the bloodshed.
Well, yes, that's why he told his uncle that. And the knowledge that his uncle did not know is the knowledge that we know today
Yes, sir.
from the teaching of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad.
Yes, sir.
He didn't know that we were going to be at a time where that knowledge would be given to us. But history had been written already that Allah would come and teach us back into the knowledge of self, God, and the devil.
Yes, sir.
We know what the devil knows and know that which the devil don't know.
That's right.
Because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has told us that. That's why these devils are killing themselves, because they are finding out what we know from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teachings.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Many of them today don't know that they are real devils until they hear us say it.
Right.
It is driving them crazy,
Yes, sir.
killing their families and everybody else around them.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum. I remember I was listening to a messenger's interview on Violet Drive, and he said that anything that is grafted is devil. He said, you know, it could be a dog, horse, but my question is, since the brown, red, and yellow is also grafted from us, is that looked at as devil also, since they're grafted people?
It's, they are not devils completely. But you see them, they are as greater warriors and deceivers as the devil himself. But they are from the graftation. And that is why the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has taught us that the kingdom was for us and us alone,
Yes, sir.
to rule the rest of the world.
Yes, sir.
That means brown, yellow, and red that would be left. They would be submitted to our will. We would rule the world.
Yes, sir.
And that's what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has given us, this knowledge. that we would be made to rule.
Yes, sir.
We would have the knowledge, the understanding, the wisdom of God.
Why did the messenger tell the sisters not to wear makeup?
Because makeup is just what it says. You're trying to make up something that you're not.
That's right.
We understand that it's just what it says. You're not satisfied with what you are.
You are. That's right.
God made you.
Beautiful.
And Allah told the messenger, said that we're the most beautiful people on earth.
That's
That's
right.
right.
So why would you want to change what God made you
Yes, sir.
and be other than yourself?
Think about it.
Yes, sir.
It's the same way why would people put on a wig? When be your natural self.
That's right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The lesson teaches you be yourself. What is yourself? Yourself is a righteous Muslim.
That's
Yes,
it.
sir.
Yes, sir.
When you do and make up and put other things on that you wasn't born in, then you're being other than yourself.
That's right.
That devil mentality is still in you. You go and now you see a black woman with wigs all around, down hanging all up down, hair hanging everywhere,
Yes, sir. That's right.
trying to be like the devil,
That's right.
thinking she's more attractive that way.
That's what
Yes,
we
sir.
are.
When people look at them, they know that
That's not who they are.
they're false
Yes,
That's
sir.
it. Yes, sir.
and not real.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That is, the man said that you have to be careful. You find a woman out there on a boat and the boat tilts over and she falls in the water. Don't grab her hair.
Yes, sir.
Assalamu alaikum, Brother Minister. Just for clarification, in the beginning of the lecture, you said Yakub was playing with two pieces of stone. That was steel, correct?
It's a, well, that's what steel come out of stone. Grind steel. Grind comes out of there. It's two pieces of magnet. Because we said we taught that two pieces of stone. That's where you find magnet in stone. One had attractive power, the other one didn't. Yes, anyone else?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, like,
Well,
my question is concerning beards and things of that nature. Why the messenger told us not to wear beards?
beards,
Yes, sir.
yeah, well, clean shaven is what the messenger was,
Yes, sir.
you know.
Hygiene.
Asked the messenger once about, brother asked me about growing a mustache. And so I asked the messenger about it. Because it says captains, supreme captain Sharif wore a mustache. And so the messenger said, well, brother, you have to look at who you are following. He said, Allah made me an example for my people. I'm a role model for all men,
Yes, sir.
you know. So, hair carry germs.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And to have, you've seen some people with mustache, all kind of stuff on it.
Yes,
They be licking up in the mustache.
Yes, sir.
I mean, germs, brother.
Yes, sir.
No, so, but anyway, he told me, he said, brother, said, you might look good yourself in a mustache. But I I said, I want to look like you do, Holy Pastor.
Yes, sir.
Anyone else? We got about a minute. Sister Virginia?
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.